Welcome back to the CNN newsroom. 3 top-level North Korean officials paid a sudden and a real surprise visit on Saturday to South Korea. The officials telling South Korea that Pyongyang is open to holding a new round of high-level meetings in the coming weeks. This was at a sporting event, took everybody by surprise. In the meantime, people are, see that limp? People are wondering about the condition of Kim Jong Un. He hasn't been seen in quite a while, hasn't been out in public view for some weeks now. Let's get some more on what is going on in North Korea and bring in Professor Han Park, the author of North Korea Demystified. He's a professor of international affairs at the University of Georgia. He's traveled to Pyongyang many, many times, and he helped pave the way for former U.S. presidents and diplomats to go there and bring back people held by the North Korean government. Professor Park, great to have you with us. Let me begin with Kim Jong Un. Do you have any insight into his health, what problems he might have?
No, I don't have any insight any more than viewers and the speculators and experts. I think he's genuinely uncomfortable in his legs and feet, and he was limping left and right. And I'm sure that he did not want to be seen in that physical condition. I think the party members and party ruling organ may have decided to hide him for a while, and I think it's a matter of time he will resurface. So I think further speculation is unwarranted.
Sure. At the same time, we have a surprise visit from 3 men, one of whom I think you know quite well, showing up at a sporting event in Incheon outside Seoul, and suddenly announcing that, you know, we're open to some talks here, and really sitting down not once but twice with the prime minister. Who are these people? What do they want?
Yeah, these people represent very high level. 2 of them are military commander position, and the other one, as you referred, a friend of mine, is party secretary, fully in charge of inter-Korea relations. Whenever someone doesn't show up in the public, we tend to speculate something, power struggle or something. In fact, Kim Jong Un himself, the party secretary, didn't show up for a few weeks. South Korean newspapers all over speculated that he might have been purged, but that wasn't the case. So Kim Jong Un too will resurface. I think these 3 men have quite a clout in the military and the party in North Korea, especially when it comes to inter-Korea relations.
No, they have clout. They have clout. But is there any way that they would be there in Incheon talking with South Korean officials without Kim Jong Un giving them the order to go?
Yeah, I think so. It is, in fact, the political party called the Korea Labor Party that makes all the decisions rather than Kim Jong Un himself. So Kim Jong Un symbolically may have okayed, but I don't think he will be in the way against the will of the party. So these 3 men are very formidable leaders of the party. So I think they will have some degree of discretionary authority in agenda setting and so forth in their talks. That's why this talk is much more important. This level is much more important. They agreed, as I understand, before they went home to Pyongyang, that they will continue this kind of talks, even more extended membership of the participants in future rounds of talks. I think it's a very good prelude. I never expected it to produce anything tangible.
Now, but what does it signal? What does Kim Jong Un want? We know there's a number of people that are being held there, Americans, for whatever reason they ended up in North Korea, proselytizing or whatever. But what does he want from Seoul? What does he want from the United States? Where could these talks lead?
North Korea always wanted to have what they consider to be comprehensive resolution. That is not piecemeal, commercial kind of resolution, give and take, but comprehensive, meaning the architecture of political reunification. Their preferred approach is confederacy. That is, both regimes will be accepted and mutually respected, and it's confederate system. So they like to convey that will, and with that formula, to South Koreans. In some form, they like to secure South Korean consensus. Whereas South Korea, as we know, proposed a German unification model as desired model. That is, East Germany, socialist Germany, was absorbed into the West. That North Korea will never accept. So the moment North Korea is pressed with that idea, talks will be discontinued abruptly. We'll see.
All right. We'll see. You're right, Professor Han Park, an old hand at covering North Korea and understanding what's going on there. I really appreciate your insight tonight, Professor Park.
Thank you, Jim.